Welcome back to Worgore Tv, an episode 40. 40! One of these days, these episodes are going to get as old as we are, but not quite. But we're getting there. Just give us a couple more years. So, tonight, though, we have Monsieur Adam Rawson.
I'm back.
He's back, viewers, just for you. And he's bringing with him...
the Soulblight.
He's doing it again. He's
doing it again. I'm going back to back.
Back to back with the old dead people. Well...
different list this time, as you will see.
I then will nobly take on these so-called noble... And what particular flavour of death, though?
Particular flavour of monsters.
Is it Legion?
It's Legion of Blood, so it features Neferata and her monstery friends.
Which we'll see soon.
Yes.
And I will challenge him with the Stormcast Eternals. Yes, I will be truly noble. I will do my best, bringing out the originals. The true originals are the Hammers of Sigmar. And we'll see how that goes on. Now, let's have a quick look at the scenario we're playing then. So, let's bring it up on screen. And we're going to be playing the name of which is Ours for the Taking. So we've got the 3 objectives in a diagonal, and you can see that the deployment zones are actually quite close to each other. If you really wanted to dive on someone's home objective here, you really could. Speaking of which, your home objective is worth 1, the middle one is worth 1, but the enemy objective is worth 2. Should you, however, though, put a galley champion on the centre one, that's worth an extra bonus point. So potentially, in one round, you could score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the battle tactic, 6, 7 for a full house in this one. Playing the 5 rounds, and back in the room. So, now that we've seen the objectives, we know what we're playing and who against. I think it's time to have a quick look at deployment.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's have a look. So,
for some deployment.
Soulblight deployment. What I've learned about this scenario is that however tasty it is to go over here and try and take your opponent, don't control your home one, you're in a world of trouble. So I have bunkered up a little bit in this back corner with the zombies and the Vengorian lady, but Vengorian lord, and Neferata here at the back. And then the Brotherhood of Manfred and the zombie dragon with Vampire Lord on it, just a little bit further towards the centre, possibly threatening that central objective. And now you might be thinking, that's not a lot of army there, Adam. Well, if you cast your eyes over here, in the graves, biding their time, there are a unit of 10 skeletons and a unit of 10 doggies. There's also a White King back here behind the zombies, who is a tunnel master and will do his thing in due course. And if we now pan over to the other side of the table.
Welcome to the Stonecast. I, like Adam, I've also learned that if you put yourself out to the winds, you can be jumped on immediately from turn 1. And as my Stonecast, or Stormcast as it were, are a little bit more teleporty in our selection. We've got 2 Knight Zephyroses, one with a mirror shield, hiding away down here, which is une générale. She is looking after that honour, so nobody can see her within 12 inches. But also we can just move around the board as and when we want. Also, the same with our Paladors, as can they. My Fulminators, not so teleporty, but they can move quite quick at 10 inches and get to where they need to be. But meanwhile, not in my grave, but in my skies, I have the world famous Prime, the one and only, another unit of 2 Fulminators, a unit of 4 Tempestors, and a unit of itsy bitsy cutesy wootsy little dragons. Alright, so they're going to wait. They will have to be here by turn 3. But as I am a 1-drop fighting for the Hammers of Sigmar, I will have to make my decision. Can I break that castle immediately, score the points I need whilst the objectives are all open, or do I get doubled? Or I go for the double? You know what, dear viewers? I think I'm going to risk it and play for the double. So therefore, I will doff my hat and allow Adam to go first.
Okay, viewers, welcome to the end of my turn one, and it was kind of eventful and uneventful all at the same time. As you know, I was bunkered in this corner and everything has kind of slid up except for the zombies, who don't like moving, so they've just stayed still. Meanwhile, there are two big gribblies on this middle objective and a little white king who's tunnel mastered onto it as well, which gives me my battle tactic of cunning manoeuvre.
Well remembered. Yes.
We tried to cast some spells. Adam dispelled my do mortal wounds to everything.
I used my heroic willpower to
Heroic
get rid
willpower,
of
that's it.
the lady's spell, wasn't it, of Spirit Gale?
But other spells that were cast, Neferata is now ethereal, so she's on a 3-up unmodifiable. She's wholly within 12 of this lot, so they're all -1 to be hit. Manfred cast Arcane Bolt, and she also cast Mystic Shield onto the zombie dragon. And then my terribly cunning little manoeuvre, my actual cunning manoeuvre, was to bring some skeletons out of the grave over here, which means that I hold all 3 objectives, and I have a Galician champion on the middle one, which gives me the full 7 that is available in any one turn in this scenario.
Well done. Stormcast turn 1.
They're everywhere.
I'm everywhere. I was nowhere and now I'm everywhere. So I thought to myself, oh, when you see them run onto the objective, you think, oh, God, here we go again. Because it's so hard. I could have jumped on them early, but then they could have jumped on me. I saw him rack up to 7 points and I got to admit, I started thinking, oh, I really need that double turn early. So anyway, let's not panic. So we thought to ourselves, let's go for desecrate their lands as the battle tactic. And we chose this set of lovely deadly woods over here and just teleport all the way over during the movement phase, grabbing that one, making that safe to start with. We had a little measure to make sure that we could land within 9 here, and our Paladors skipped over and they landed here as well. Attempted to charge, didn't get it. At the beginning we went for a command point, nothing happened for me. I think Adam got
Finest hour on
Finest
Manfred.
hour Manfred. So we thought, We've got to really shift one big monster. If we don't, we're in real trouble. So we thought, with Manfred on his finest hour, the Lady Neferata, she's on an unrendable save. The Lady Princess, she has
Lady
the amulet.
Victoria.
Lady Victoria. I was going to say for Liz, for Vicky. So Vicky here, she's got the amulet, which gives her unrendable. You can see a theme here, can't you, viewers? So these two now, I thought were quite hard to get to. So it was a choice between Manfred and his friend there on the zombie dragon. And I figured if I can make somebody waste their finest hour in case I need it later, I will therefore choose the other one. He had Mystic Shield on as well, so he's on a 2-up save anyway. So I brought down the world, apart from Prime. It's not his time yet. It's not Prime time yet. Not Prime time yet. I can feel that's going to stick. It's not Prime time yet. So we brought the dragons down. We brought the Fulminators up. We brought the Fulminators down. We brought the Tempestors down. And we shot everything. And he still stood there. He still stood there like that going. Just shaking it off. I must have put, what was it? Did I put 16 shots of the Tempestors into him? And I think, what, like 1 or 2 got through? He was on like a 2-up
You've
save.
done 8 wounds to
I done the 8 wounds with the spitting.
At the end of the shooting.
Yeah, the mortal wounds did help. But then we called the dragons and we said to them, this is your finest time, this is your noble time, remember the ancient art, and you can go for a reroll on your charge. They failed. Clearly, they're a bit too old and getting a bit senile and don't remember the days of law when they used to be able to go in and charge. But fear not, 2 mighty Fulminators tipped the glaives, charged a magnificent 10 inches, and stuck the glaives where the sun don't shine. You did get a roar off.
I did.
You did roar them. They got an arcane bolt in the face for their troubles. But a mighty, I think it was about 6 glaives went through. You saved quite a few, but three pierced what was left of his stony heart, and he fell.
Yeah,
he
just
fell.
3 ones on the saves. And
3 ones on the saves, and then they're 3 damage a pop
Yeah.
on the charge, the glaives, and we caused the knight, and that was it. He slipped from the saddle, the bond on his mount disappeared, and pff, just like that, they disappeared into the night. Which, although, after all that hard work, I still have not much for it. I score 1 here, I score 1 here, couldn't get another Gleason champion on there, because I was too busy trying to score battle tactics for mine. Couldn't go anywhere near a horde of zombies, so that gave me a paltry 4 points. You kill a zombie dragon and I get 4 points. But do I seize the double?
It might happen all over again.
Let us see if I can. Oh! 5-all, dear viewers, 5-all, and because I let the noble undead go first, I'll take the knee. I take the knee.
Should I give it to you?
You gonna give it to me?
I'm not going to give it to you.
You're such a mean, mean man.
Okay, so Soulblight turn 2, and it's all got a little bit tasty. I went for an eye for an eye, having lost my poor little zombie dragon. I felt I needed to avenge him, and avenge him I did, taking out the 2 fulminators down here. Managed to get Spirit Gale off this time, so everything took a mortal wound. Even the stuff that had ward saves on objectives.
Couldn't do anything. Couldn't roll 6 to save my life. So the entire army is wounded.
Yeah, we got a Mystic Shield onto Manfred, and he did a Wind of Death, and I think there were various other magic shenanigans that...
you got your...
I got the Ethereal spell off again, so she's still 3 up unrendable, as is...
Soul Pike as well.
Soul Pike as well, so impact hits on the charge, all contributed to taking off 2 fulminators.
The death of 2 fine foot.
Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't really spread myself any thinner than that because I had to get the battle tactics, so everything else is otherwise, apart from the mortal wound spreading, is otherwise unscathed, and I'm about to take it in the face. I have, however, scored another 7, so 10 points ahead. Yeah. Is it enough?
Let's hope. Turn 2. Well, if turns could go wrong, this is it. Let's talk you through where it all went wrong. Pick a battle tactic. Let's go all in. We're going for something again. Let's go eye for an eye. We thought, right, okay, we'll hopefully surround and move in and get the mighty Manfred. As you can see, he's still here. As is everybody else that started this turn. So there, as you can see straight away, the battle tactic's not exactly gone to plan. Sigmar be praised. What did we do wrong? Well, we didn't so much wrong. It was got triggered by as we tried to come in and manoeuvre to get Manfred to shoot at him, it triggers Manfred's new ability, because he's all mental in the head, to allow him to countercharge, if you like. And so rather than like a redeploy, he gets to countercharge. And so he countered away from the Tempestors straight into a unit of 2 Fulminators. And of course, because he still had Soul Pike on, he impacted into the 2 Fulminators, took away their ability to get their damage 3 on the charge, and killed one. So that was nice. We charged him with dragons. We shot him, but unfortunately the mighty Manfred had the always strike first ability on him. So everything we'd put in, he'd healed back up. So I think we took him down to 5 wounds left before we got there.
He was on 5 wounds once the combat phase started.
That's right.
He had been on 10 taken at one point.
10 taken at one point, got him down to 4. Then after he's striking first, he managed to get 5 wounds into a dragon, which boosted him back up then to the 9.
Yep.
And then with mighty blows and saving and this, that and the other, he's left with...
He's taken 11, so he's still got 3 left.
Still got 3, so he's still here. Annoying. So we couldn't get in there. We tried everything. We actually started to chip more into Nef than we expected. We threw the Tempesters in there. We thought we're riding Drax, so why not give it a go? And with her slapping us and us slapping her with a massive cloak on, she's left with
7. So 7
halfway.
7,
we got halfway, which to be honest is a heck of a lot further than we thought. Meanwhile, we charged into these noble skeletons to try and get this back, because we realised if we didn't charge, we couldn't claim it because they'd got 10 on it, and they'd become a real pain. Unfortunately, completely whiffed the attacks of the mighty riders with their D3 damage on the charge, and the Griffhounds pecked the, what's left of the bones left of the skeletons, took them down to 4. So generally, just by 1 point, hold it, by having to throw everything in, just hold this one, but failed the battle tactic. So all this effort for the mighty Sigmar, and it gets us a paltry 2 points. 2 points. So if ever there was a prime time, if ever there was a moment for Sigmar, prime time. Oh, I can't believe this! You can't believe this! You cannot believe this, dear viewers. Primed it, and we double 6 it, and because
it's deja vu all over again.
That will go. Prime's fuming. He's watching on from the skies. I rolled the 6, thought it was enough. I presume you'll be taking it.
I will be taking it.
Well, let's look forward to turn 3. Couldn't even get the dice in the pack. Turn 3.
So Soulblight turn 3. I think I was very lucky to get both priority rolls so far. But that was a very tricky turn. I think we spent a long time thinking about various things there. Not least of which was the battle tactic, which in the end I went for expand the Grave Empires, which means I have to hold 2 objectives wholly outside my territory with either vampires or summonable units. So there are only 2 objectives on the battlefield that are outside my territory, and as it happens I hold 1 with vampires and 1 with summonable. But yeah, so rewinding to the start of the turn, I knew I had a big pillow fight to contend with here, and I just needed to get more bodies onto there. So we did the magic as we have done all game.
I went heroic willpower, which was quite key.
Did, yeah, and you let through the mortal wounds on everything, which is always the tempter.
Yeah.
Then Neferata managed to get the Tempesters at -1 attack.
Indeed.
Which I thought also might be a bit of a tempter, but no.
We're waiting for one spell and one spell only.
Waited for the make her unrendable, and she failed it.
No, she got it on the 6, didn't she?
Yes, she did get it on a 6.
And denied it on a 9. So that was it. Yeah, so we stopped her. And then all of a sudden she was just a lady.
And then, just a lady with a 2-up save, because she was finest hour.
It was.
But Manfred cast Mystic Shield on himself. He thought about putting it on Nef and then put it on himself.
True Manfred style.
But as we're talking through all of this, you might be able to tell that Neferata's not there anymore. So
she went home.
So all of this kind of added up to quite an interesting little way that events played out. But yeah, then it was really just about dogs charged into a character over there, didn't kill it. Skeletons died. To the griff charges over here.
Eventually.
And then Lady Victoria came in and actually was the MVP of this round.
Oh,
just absolutely slapping 3 Tempestors off the table.
Oh, she was amazing.
And then
Lady Lavinia would have been proud of her.
Yeah, yes. And that was just enough to hold on to that objective in the middle with my little White King still on it.
Been there
from the start.
Yeah.
And it was just enough then to score another 7, and it's it's looking like it's racking up a little bit.
Oh, it's too much now.
I'm not counting my zombies just yet.
Can we get the double? Can we? I don't know.
Yeah, well, you've got turn 3 to do first.
Let's see. Yeah. So dear viewers, has it gone any better in turn 3? Well, it's prime time. It's fantastic time. Looking around, we thought what we're going to choose. So, battle tactic wise, we thought we must. Manfred is on what? He had
2 wounds left.
2 wounds left. What's the worst could possibly happen? So we will choose honour to be slain by one of the Dragothian. So, which is merely a Fulminator unit or a dragon. This should be easy, yes? Well, we shot him. He saved it. And as long as he didn't roll a double 6 for his undead save, that'll be not a problem. Rolled a double 6. You may notice on the time lapse, I walked out through the screen and came back in again. It would have been real quick, but I did do it because I was that annoyed. But we came back. And effectively, we had to go into combat to finish the stupid Manfred. And we did just finish him, thank goodness. We had to sacrifice so much for it. We tried to bring our lady round to get onto the objective, couldn't. We've had to come down in prime time, jump over. We slapped the mighty wounds into the lady, hoping on praying that she would roll 1s or 2s. She didn't. And she slapped...
one.
You got 1, I got 3 through. She slapped 5 wounds back off prime time and went straight back up to full health.
So she now has 2 fewer wounds taken than she started.
Than when I charged in. Ooh. Meanwhile, though, ignoring the battle and objectives and points, we picked on some hounds. The lady beat them and pushed them off, and her griff chargers came back to save her and cleared the field, so safely defending our territory, be it 3 turns too late. But we've done that. And so, we've claimed 1, claimed the centre 1, not with a Galician champion unfortunately, so only getting a point. Got our battle tactic, which again for all that effort gives us 4. So we're in double figures. Huzzah! So
there's 2 turns left, and I've not got too many models left to do things with.
I have a feeling it's been too many, but we will try a priority roll. And see, whatever I roll, Adam will match it anyway, so it won't really matter. Well, this time at least he rolls a 5 and I roll a 3, so at least he did it the right way this time and didn't break my heart. So would you like the turn?
I'm going to have to take it and score some points while I've still got any models left. Okay, so a very quick turn 4 for me really. There wasn't that much to do. I went for this one's mine because the Vengorian lady, Lady Victoria, is my general. In combat with the Prime, he only had 3 wounds left.
2
left.
Was it 2? No, sorry, 3, then you...
3 and then a Spirit Gale.
Spirit Gale, 1.
So,
but then almost made a crucial mistake.
Almost made a crucial mistake because I stomped him. and if I'd killed him with that, it wouldn't have counted. It wouldn't have counted
because it's melee weapons, isn't it? But
attacks. But fortunately she only did 1 wound with that, and that proved quite useful.
So couldn't even get that right. Couldn't even get, damn it.
But that cleared that objective enough, and I also crucially brought the direwolves back in the movement phase, and they can deploy now just outside 3 when they resurrect from the grave.
Yep.
So they put their little paws onto that objective and
weed all over the place.
And then she did her job. The bounce back from the prime didn't manage to kill the White King, just put 1 wound on him.
Yep.
Zombies are just doing their zombie shuffle over here, and
that's it.
And that was that really. So another 5 points this time because I've given up on this one over here.
Huzzah!
But 26 plays 10 into your turn 4.
Thank you. Turn 4. Well, starting to learn the game now. All a little bit late in the day. We essentially thought, right, we can't drop that lady. I can't guarantee it. But kindly, dear Adam had brought me up some dogs, so I thought, you know what, let's gain the momentum. Seeing as we were so good at killing 10, we thought, well, we might as well kill 5. We tried to go for a command point. That didn't happen, of course not. Why would it? So we simply held here with our young lady here, moved up the Griff charges, and with an amount of shooting and a final charge from the Griff charges, we deleted off the newly raised hounds, which are now gone forever, and that simply completed the battle tactic. But we snuck in. Finally, our general snuck in, so we scored 1, scored 2 with a galley champ whilst in control. So that gave us 3, and the battle tactic of gaining momentum gives us a massive 5 points, possibly the biggest score we've had all day, taking us to a whopping 15. And now.
It's your favourite bit.
My favourite bit. Can I finally, when it doesn't matter, would you believe it?
There you go.
Yeah, I get it. So I get 5, he gets 4, I'll take the turn, and let's do this. Let's do this. Right, turn 5. Turns out, if you choose cunning manoeuvre and you put your galley champion on said objective in the middle, you can get some battle tactics. So I just thought, it worked for Adam in turn 1, so I'll just save it for turn 5. Why not? So here I am on turn 5, trying a cunning manoeuvre when everything is practically gone. So effectively, really, just left everything in situ. Went for an extra command point, got it, used it to try and rally for the 3rd turn in a row, and yet again, no Tempestors came back. They must have been really hit hard by Vicky here, who I forever will now call Sticky Vicky. That's her name now. Because she seems to be pulling all the colours out of her. Anyway, so effectively we thought, well, I'll tell you what, we've got the battle tactic, we're scoring 1, we're scoring the centre one, and we've got a galley champion. We might as well just shoot and hit things. So we picked on his. You know what? If we'd probably done that early on, we might have been doing a bit better than now. But hey, these things come to you. Finally just shot him off, obliterated him. We tried to ping him. We got him excited, and he was saving with his shield. And then we just got bored and spat him with mortal wounds, and he died really, really quickly.
He didn't like it.
Yeah, it turns out he didn't like it. Yeah. And effectively, we are now just standing, looking at Sticky Vicky and Lady Victoria, claiming R1, claiming the centre one with a galley champion, which just so happens to be gaining momentum, giving us 5, taking us to 20, and over to Adam's turn 5.
Well, the game draws to a close. Adam has his head in his hands. I need to put some points on.
Board.
Just scored 1.
You scored 1, didn't you? There was no.
I didn't even pick a battle tactics.
No, it's just really, there wasn't really one for you to do, wasn't there?
One to do. So yeah, that.
So you've dropped a point.
Oh no!
Yeah, you need to gain.
You need to gain a point, and then actually I need to gain another 3 for the
grand
strategy. So I was going the right direction.
And turns 4 to 5.
Turn into that.
There we go. Now explain the grand
There
strategy.
we go.
Yeah.
So, yes, it was kind of a point of just finishing off the game, really. So I decided to make it interesting by charging Victoria in. But ultimately, these zombies came over to claim this gravesite, and these skeletons popped out of this grave to claim that one, because that's my grand strategy, to hold more gravesites. So she just went in for a bit of fun. She thought, I've killed loads of stuff so far, let's try and kill something else. Turns out she was a bit tired.
She was very, very tired.
Very tired. So even with all that attack on, she was just whiffing all over the place, and killed one of them, but didn't do much else.
No.
But that was that.
That was it. Well done. I think it's time to cut to a conclusion and see how we got here.
And yes.
So, conclusion. Well, it was good fun. It was good scrap that for for the scenario. I do like that scenario.
It is a fun one, that, isn't it? I think
I should have taken. I think I maybe should have taken first just to get some points on the board. I just couldn't shove you off once you were on them.
I was surprised you gave me first, if I'm honest. But I thought you maybe had a trick up your sleeve.
Well, it was getting a double turn.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it took till
turn 5.
Turn 5. And unfortunately, the trick had gone. The rabbit had left the hat. The building. The pigeon was gone. Deceased. Dead. It was a dead parrot. It was all over by that point. A mute point, one would say. Yes, that's it. Yeah, Melchard's pigeon was dead. It was all over.
So, I hope that the kind of the complexities and the fun came across on the video, because it was a bit of a slapfest in the middle there.
It was, and I think you quite clearly said, and rightly from the beginning, if you control your own, then it sort of stops the opponent running away with it, which,
again,
you learn. That's it, you learn.
I've played this scenario really badly in the past, and I think,
I know how that feels.
So,
that feels really good. Yeah, it's, it just racks really quickly, and if you can very cleverly keep your vampire alive and get the extra point each time, make it 7 each turn. So you had what? Was it 2 or 3 turns of scoring 7? Was it 3 turns? I want to say at least 3.
At least 3, possibly 4.
Can't have been 4 because we were at 30. So you had 3, so it took you to 21.
No,
and then
I scored the extra galley champion point 4 turns.
At least 4 turns. Yeah, that's it. Finally decided it might be a good idea to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. If I could have just... Because from my turn 1, taking down the massive zombie dragon, I thought, here we go, this is it. Yeah. Just win a priority. Okay, maybe not that one, win the next one. Just win one. And
any of those priorities,
maybe I could have got in and caught you up a little bit, but no, you did well. And the vampires, they're very, very good. And Manfred, what would you class as your star of the match?
I want to say Lady Victoria, because she survived.
Just shows you've got a 3-up unrendable save and the hunger. You can stay around.
But I think honourable mention to Manfred, who stuck around more than I thought he would. And
the redeploy, the recharge, that knackered me a little bit.
Nice,
if I thought about it, maybe he should have been the one that died first, but I couldn't have guaranteed that. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. One of those things. To be honest, Neffy surprised me how quickly she fell over. She.
I think you rolled well against her, but she.
But as soon as her fail is down,
-1 attack, and she was -1 to hit, and had finest hour on.
And it was only Tempesters that were attacking.
And
she just went.
Nah.
I can't be bothered. Thanks very much.
With that. But as you say, when she's not unrendable, she is vulnerable.
Yeah, it just took that opportunity to, because I think that was my only moment to kill her. But it's so strong when each of your vampires in this counts as 5. So you've got 4 big monsters counting as 5. So you can drop 1 can you maybe drop 2? But it's taking you all game, and as it proves here, you've still got 1 left, and you've got things popping up. Good traits, always a 6-up shrug.
Yeah.
Board wide now.
Yeah, when you roll double 6s, that's fun, isn't it? Would you like to go behind the curtain again?
I might have to go behind the curtain. I'm just going to have a minute. Yes, it's well done. Bravo, bravo. Yes, he should have died just straight away like that. It's too soon. It's too soon.
Sorry.
What with the parrot and this now? It's too much. I can't take it.
Okay, just tell them to like and subscribe.
Yeah, like it, subscribe it, comment, help me. Patron, subs, everything. No, it was really good. I hope you enjoyed it as well. The Stormcast will be back again. Don't worry, they'll try to get their revenge. Maybe not on 4 vampiric monsters with a 6-up shrug, but they'll have a go on something else. Yeah, that's it. New book, new time. So we'll see how you get on.
We'll be nearly at the new book.
Oh, exciting times. And on that bombshell, until next time,
here's
dear
to
viewers.
40 more.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, maybe not all this week, but that's it. We'll see. On that bombshell then. Until next time. Bye.